Magandang Jensan. Ako po si Mayor Lorely Geronimo Pacquiao ng General Santos City upang mabigyang diin ang socio-economic condition ng ating komunidad. Ang PAPSIN CBMS ay isang paraan upang tayo ay magkaisa, magtulungan at magtagumpay bilang isang general. Sa bawat impormasyong matatanggap natin mula sa programang ito ay mas mapaglilingkuran ng pamahalaan ng maayos ang taong bayan.
Ito pong gagawin nating CBMS ay magbibigay po sa atin ng impormasyon para po maging tumbok, maging maayos at sigurado ang ibibigay na tulong. Very important for me, the quality of life of the generals.
Project Ligtas, leveraging CBMS data for risk assessment and housing relocation. Ligtas equals local information for governance in targeting at-risk settlements. Completion of exposure database and risk assessment. All 26 barangays now have a completed exposure database and risk assessment based on CBMS data. The results of the Climate Disaster Risk Assessment were used by the City Housing and Land Management Office. The CBMS data played a critical role in the Climate Disaster Risk Assessment. With evidence from households, the city identified vulnerable areas, strengthened disaster risk reduction strategies by providing social and protective services, and designed interventions to protect lives, properties, and livelihoods. The data validated possible beneficiaries for housing and shelter programs, ensuring fairness, transparency, and that help reaches those who need it most. Since its implementation in January 2025, Project Ligtas has delivered significant outcomes in strengthening climate disaster risk assessment, relocation planning, and housing beneficiary validation in General Santos City. 100% mapping of informal settler families, ISFs. This ensures no family is left unaccounted for in relocation and risk reduction planning. Validation of at-risk population. Field validation is ongoing for the 16,000 individuals identified as high to very high risk. As of this reporting period, 10% of the at-risk population has been validated by the City Housing and Land Management Office for inclusion in the official master list of housing and relocation beneficiaries.
City Housing nga naghimo jud sila og kanang kusog nga lakad nga para dako kayo ni og kaayuhan diring dapita.
Project Ligtas also ensures transparency and fairness in selecting beneficiaries for housing and shelter programs. By using data-driven methods, no one is left behind, and the city can act quickly when disaster strikes. Beyond relocation, Project Ligtas strengthens disaster resilience planning. The integration of CBMS data supports evidence-based decision-making at both the barangay and city levels, fostering more efficient, coordinated disaster risk reduction strategies. Establishment of a digital beneficiary database. A digital, CBMS-based master list of housing beneficiaries has been developed. As a result of these efforts, General Santos is now better equipped to face the challenges of climate change and urbanization, creating safer, more resilient communities for everyone. With these milestones, Project Ligtas has successfully transitioned from manual, fragmented processes to a data-driven system, making disaster risk reduction, relocation, and housing interventions more targeted, transparent, and equitable. Through Project Ligtas, General Santos is transforming data into action, taking decisive steps toward a safer future, where every resident has a chance to thrive, free from the fear of disaster. With the power of CBMS data, Project Ligtas is more than just a relocation program. It's a blueprint for building climate resilience, strengthening local governance, and ensuring that every community is protected. Project Ligtas, safer communities, stronger governance, and a future we can all trust.
Maraming salamat po sa pagtangkilik sa ating adhikain. Mabuhay ang ating komunidad, Mabuhay tayong lahat. Mabuhay ang bagong Pilipinas.